Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And in particular, if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon. I've included a link in the description that'll take you directly to the product page, where you can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? It is an 8K point-and-shoot DSL-like camera that is absolutely perfect for beginners or kiddos. So this was sent over by a company called YOODEE. This is the box that it comes in. Once you open it up, naturally you're gonna get a user manual. We're covering all the features right here in the video. You're also gonna get a nice little bag. This is perfect for keeping all the cables and various accessories in so you don't lose them. Speaking of accessories, you are gonna get an HDMI to HDMI micro cable. The smaller side will plug into the camera. The larger side will plug into a TV or monitor if you wish to view the footage. With this, I just take out the SD card, but you have 3 different ways to view things. You're also gonna get a USB to USB Type-C cable. This is a secondary way because it comes with an adapter, so you can plug the USB or the USB adapter into your laptop or computer, and then the USB Type-C goes onto the device. Now, you'll also utilize this cable to charge up the batteries. It does come with a little adapter wall plug, so you can plug this up and charge up the batteries. Now, it comes with 2 batteries. Your battery life is gonna depend on what you're doing. You're gonna be able to get several hours out of it, but it has, basically, if you're recording footage, it's gonna go a lot faster than if you're just doing point-and-shoot photos, but it does include 2 batteries, which is a nice feature. The battery compartment is on the bottom of the camera. There is a battery slot, and then right above that is where you're gonna put in the micro SD or TF card slot. It comes with a 64 gigabyte card, just gonna come in the little clear plastic. I already have it in the camera. If you do wish to upgrade that to a faster or a larger card, you can do that. Just make sure it's a class 10 or higher, so that way it can handle recording that 8K footage if you wish to do that. Now, it's also gonna come with a cleansing cloth, so you can keep your lens nice and clean. And then it's gonna come with a ton of lanyards, so that way you can just choose how you want to have this around your neck. It's got various different size lantern. I don't really utilize these. I just hold it, but if you have kids, this is a nice one for your wrist, or this is a nice one to go around your neck. They just simply clip on to the sides. Now, as you can see, the camera is nice and compact, very lightweight, very easy to utilize. It even includes a hood to help with lens flare. If you are outside, it twists on and off. So very easy to utilize. It also has a lens cap, so that way you protect the lens itself. So as you can see, here's the lens. The lens is designed to look like a real lens, but it doesn't adjust or anything like that. This camera has autofocus on it, and it automatically just adjusts. You can't remove this or anything like that. So let's talk about quality of this. So we'll start with video. On the max setting, this can do 8K at a 16:9 ratio. That resolution is 7,680 by 4,320. However, that is only at 15 frames per second. If you want it to feel more like a natural video at 30 frames per second, you need to drop down to 6K as far as that resolution. And that is 5,760 by 3,240 to get at that resolution. Now, if you are wanting to take photos, the maximum resolution you can do is 88 megapixels, which is quite a large pixel size as far as photos. This does have a Sony chip. It has the IMX 586 sensor chip, and it is a 48 megapixel sensor. Like I said, it's by Sony, beginner camera. This is not gonna get you those wide ranges of night shots. You're not gonna have these incredible shots across the gamut with what you would have with a traditional DSL, but it's a great learning tool because all your buttons are kind of similar and the style is very, very similar. Now, speaking of controls in your buttons, we'll start with the left side of the camera. You have a mic slot. If you want to utilize that, you can. On the bottom, like I said, you've got your battery compartment, and you also have a mount if you wish to put it on a tripod. On the other side, you're going to have your USB slot and your HDMI slot. So if you want to plug those in and then obviously charge, you can only charge the batteries through the camera. So that's where you're going to utilize those. Now on the top, you're gonna have, right there in the button, you're gonna actually have a hot shoe for this. So if you do have an external flash, you can hook this up via that. However, it does have a pop-up. So if you do wish to just use the fill flash, you can do that. It has that included. Then you're gonna have your kind of little controls. So you're gonna have your power button, just simply hold that down to turn it on. You're gonna have your toggle button, which is gonna allow you for zooming. This does 16 times digital zoom. So it's a nice little option. And then obviously it's a press button to take photos. Kind of off to the side there is a little button with a red little dot in it. That is for recording your footage. So if you're ready to record video, you can do that. Now you're gonna have what I would say is your traditional kind of wheel button on some of your DSLs, and these are gonna have your various modes of selection. So like your kind of landscaping mode, whether you wanna do your portrait, whether you wanna do your scene selection, your kind of nighting mode, your programming mode, your autofocus mode, your timing video, all that kind of stuff. So you can go through these around and play with them. Now on the back side of the device, you're gonna have a nice large screen. It is a 3.2 IPS digital touchscreen. I like the fact that it's touchscreen. It makes it easy to control. However, it does also have the buttons to the right, like a traditional DSL typically does. The top button at the front, it's gonna change which lens it's using. So obviously, I've been talking, you have the lens here at the front. Where the viewfinder typically is another lens. So if you want to utilize this camera for selfies, you can do that with that back lens. It's an option for you, and you press that top button to switch between them so you can choose which one you want. Then you have your little display button, and then you're gonna have your little wheel, if you will. So at the top, you have your flash mode. This camera can do continuous burst shooting if you wish, so there's that setting there. It also has a timer option, so if you wish to set up a timer mode, you're doing a group shot, you can do that as well. And then press the down button to basically delete a photo if you wish. And you're gonna just use this little kind of toggle to change your settings. Once again, though, it's a touchscreen. You have the play button. That's gonna basically bring up your existing footage if you wish. And then you have your menu button to go through and tweak all the various settings. You can also set this camera up to utilize their app if you wish. The app it uses is the iSmart DV2 app. Once again, that's another way you can utilize photos if you wish, but I just, once again, remove the SD card. It's the easiest way to do this. So besides the digital zoom, and like I said, it can do the flash and all the continuous shooting and the autofocus, this also does have a 6-axis geo sensing in it. So that's gonna help with kind of shaking or an image stabilization, if you will. But overall, the photo quality is pretty decent for this kind of camera. Like I said, this is an entry-level camera for beginners or for kids that are looking to get maybe into photography or get better at framing and cropping in photos and whatnot. This is a great way to kind of get that feel of a DSL camera. So if you are in the market and you're looking for a great gift for kiddos or beginners, and you're wanting to get them a nice little entry-level camera, this one's totally worth checking out. If there's something I haven't quite covered that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.